Hello everyone, Namaste and welcome to my channel, The Divine Seed. Everything that we see around us, everything that man has ever made or created in this planet, from the small safety pin to the huge skyscraper that we see around us, from the simple sewing machine to our supercomputers, our smartphones, the satellites, every machine that you see, from the most beautiful piece of music to art to the most beautiful painting that we have seen in our life. Everything that we see around us that man has ever created in this planet was once just a thought in our mind, in someone's mind. It all just started as an idea in someone's mind and nothing else. It was just a thought and nothing else. And when enough action, enough effort was put into that thought, it manifested itself into the outer world. But at first, everything originated in the form of a thought in our mind. So our mind is the origin of everything that we see around us. That is our mind, the most powerful one. Even if we look at our own self, whatever we are, the way we behave, the way we talk, the way we act, everything we are is just a result of our mind. The state of our mind decides the state in which we are at present. If we are happy, our mind is happy. If our mind is sad, we become sad. If the mind is in a state that is positive and constructive, our talks, our actions, our behavior will be positive and constructive. If the state of our mind is destructive and negative, then all our actions, all our behaviors, all our talks will be negative and destructive. Our mind is the origin of everything. Everything manifested and unmanifested. So, if we want to work upon something, whether we want to achieve something, whether we want to improve ourselves, anything, we have to work upon our mind, because that is the origin, the center of everything. When we get our mind on the right track, everything else falls into place automatically. So today in this video, we will be talking about this mind in detail. What exactly is it? How does it function? How does it work? What are the various components, various things that makes our mind? We will talk about that today. So according to Indian philosophy, our mind is being divided into 4 parts. What are they? The first is called the Chitta. In English, we call it the memory or our subconscious mind. This is where everything that we have done till now, every action, every everything that we have heard, everything that we have seen, every experience that we ever had till now in our life, everything is being stored in our subconscious memory, our chitta. It doesn't discriminate upon good or bad. It doesn't discriminate upon right or wrong. Whatever we see, whatever we hear, whatever we experience, everything just goes in and is being recorded there. So everything that we do, everything that we hear, everything that we experience leaves a kind of impression in our subconscious mind, our chitta. And those impressions then converts into our character, the way we behave, our habits, whatever we do on a regular basis, daily, they leave in strong impression upon our chitta, our subconscious mind. So that in turn changes and affects our character, the way we are. So this part is very important. We have to take good care of this part, because we have to take care of the things that we hear or experience, that we see, because these things are going to leave an impression upon it. Our conscious mind may not even remember anything, but our subconscious mind remembers everything. It records everything. So everything positive or negative that we do leaves an positive or negative impression upon our subconscious mind, our chitta. That's why we need to be very careful of this part. That what are the impressions that we are allowing into our subconscious mind, our chitta, our memory, because that in turn is going to convert into our character. That is what we are going to become, whatever impressions are falling upon our subconscious mind. So this is our chitta, the first part of our mind. The second part is called the manas in Sanskrit. Manas means whenever we think of something, anything and everything, we form a concept or we form an image of everything. This is the part, this manas is who does that. Every concept that we form, every image that we form is done by this manas. Whenever we say an apple, the image of an apple comes into our mind. Whenever we say a murderer, that negative concept that is being associated with that word comes into our mind. So those concepts, those images that we form, this is being formed by our manas, the second part of our mind. Now the third part, this is called the buddhi. This is our intellect. Every decision that we make, whether this is wrong, this is right, whether this is true, this is false, this is what we should do, this we shouldn't, all those decisions are being made by this part of our mind, the buddhi, the intellect, our intelligence. This is this part that all the logical things, all the reasonings is being handled. And also this has a second function. Every determination we take, like when we decide upon something that this is right, this is what we should do, then we determine that we will now move on this direction. This is the way we need to go. So that determination is also being done by this part, our buddhi, the intellect. So our willpower is also a part of this buddhi, our intellect. This part is activated by the knowledge we have gained till now. Every knowledge, positive or negative, all that knowledge helps this intellect, our buddhi, to take the decisions, to make our determinations firm. Our knowledge and our experiences, all the experiences we had, like if when we touch something hot, it burns. Now our intellect have gathered that experience, that knowledge that this is hot, we should not touch that. So first we decided that this is not good for us, and then we make the determination that we won't touch this. Those things are done by our buddhi, and our buddhi works with the knowledge that we have gathered till now and the experience that we have gathered till now. So this is our buddhi, our intellect, our willpower. This is our third part of our mind. Our fourth part is our self-image. Whenever we say I, me, the image that we form within our own self, in our mind, that is that consciousness, that consciousness of I, me, that is called the ahamkara. That is the fourth part of our mind. This is the self-image that we make of our own self, and everything that we do comes from this self-image of ours. Whatever we think, we become. Whatever we think we are, we behave like that. If we think we are active, we are powerful, we are positive, our behavior, our entire personality will try to match itself with that image of ours. But when we say we are lazy, we are negative, we are tired, I don't have energy, I'm not powerful, our personality, our behavior will try to align with that self-image of ours. So this part is also very, very important, what we think of our own self. When we say I, what do we think of that I? Who we think we are, that is this fourth part of our mind. So these are the four parts: the chitta, the memory, the subconscious mind, the manas, the images and concepts that we make, this part, manas. The third part, the buddhi, our intellect, our willpower, all the decisions we take, all the determinations we make, this part. And the last is our ahamkara, what we think of our own self. These are the four parts of our mind. So in our later videos, we'll talk about this in even more details, each and every part of this. How does it function? How can we work upon these things to make ourselves better, to develop ourselves? So that we'll talk about later. So I hope you find this valuable. If you like this, kindly press the like button, kindly share this with your friends, kindly comment of whatever you liked or disliked. Leave your feedbacks, and kindly also do subscribe to the channel if you like the content. So we'll be coming out with more such contents in the near future. So till then, thank you so much. Namaskar.